secrets it keeps. Late night with the Garage Gamer, where the fun never ends, where the fun. With Chris, Eric, Nathan, and Travis, they're your gaming friends. Chris from the Soul Jackson's Media Grounds, movie reviews and gaming sounds. Eric the Professor, knowledge so deep, gaming history, secrets he keeps. Late night with the Garage Gamer, where the fun never ends, where the fun. With Chris, Eric, Nathan, and Travis, they're your gaming friends. Nathan the 8-bit legend, old school cool, retro games, he's the rule. Travis the PC master, tech so fine, building rigs, crossing the line. Late night with the Garage Gamer, where the fun never ends, where the fun. With Chris, Eric, Nathan, and Travis, they're your gaming friends. So grab your snacks and settle in. The Garage Gamer show is about to begin. Late night with the Garage Gamer, let the gaming fun begin.
Yeah, 1, 3.
What up, everybody?
Hello.
Late night. Hey, Gallagher guy is here. What's going on, man? Late night live.
Made it.
Yeah, we were watching your stream. Late night live. This is episode 67, and we got I think everyone but Dathan is not here, so we got Gallagher guy filling in for him. So let's do this.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think he's here now. There he is. What's going on?
Were you all talking about me or something?
No.
Ooh.
All right, let's go around the horn. Ace of Jacks Media Grounds. Chris, what's up, man? Actually, hold on. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. I need to say hi to the chat. Meatball Saucy. Or Mike Hawkhurts is here. Thank you, bro. Steps Gaming. What's going on?
Hello.
Joe Cade. Yeah, talking about the AI. There's Mike Hawkhurts. J-Rod is in the house.
Joe Cade was a fan of the theme song. That's where the AI.
Hey, that's good. Meatball Saucy. Dude, it was awesome seeing you last weekend. We'll get to that. Yeah, I think you finally met most of the guys, and you're the man. But, all right. Now let's get to everyone. Ace of Jacks Media Grounds. Chris, how's your week? How's your gaming?
That was good. I'm stuck on Blueprints. That damn game has sucked me in, and yeah, I'm on day 30, and I'm still have not managed to get to the room. So, we need to know what Eric's eating tonight.
It's Lent. I'm fasting.
Are you really? So he's not eating. All right, Eric, how was your week, sir?
Great.
Good seeing you last weekend. Playing any games this week?
Oh, for sure. What have I done? I finished Crimson Diamond, but I didn't get a very good score, so I'm going to run through it again. Played Ring Fit Adventure because I need the exercise, and played a lot of Metroid Pinball on my new 3DS, new to me 3DS, which is fun, and playing a lot of Samus Returns, which kicks all kinds of ass. Love that game.
Nice. You guys awake? All right.
Yes.
PB&J is in the chat. I don't even know where I am after the Gallagher guy 88 happy hour. I don't know either.
Had one too many in the previous. All right.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. I'm glad you made it over, PB&J.
Travis, the PC master. How are you, sir?
Good evening. I'm doing well. Yeah, I played. Let's see. I finished Assassin's Creed Mirage, and then I started trying to play Blueprints, but I'm also stuck. I'm stuck trying to stay awake playing that game because it's boring as all can be. And I'm now going on the it's overhyped feel. But yeah, I still need to give it another 40 minutes before I can get to the Steam return deadline.
Okay, there you go.
No, I can't. To be honest, it is slow, right? It's a slow game, Chris. You can agree.
Oh
And,
yeah.
yeah, and it's just it's more sleep inducing than Balatro. It's better than Balatro if you are out of Ambien.
Well, it's perfect for when I want to watch a show and just have something to sit there and like play around with.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I also started coming across upgrade discs. And if you get the upgrade discs, go to like computers and add them, it actually changes the rooms.
Yeah.
So it either adds more keys or something else to them.
I'm only laughing because I think I've put together like 7 rooms and then I fell asleep. So I haven't made it anywhere near upgrade discs. So
Wow.
yeah. Dathan, you're not missing a ton, in my opinion. But this is coming from the action-packed Assassin's Creed Mirage. So
Well,
I don't know.
It certainly has got it's one of those games that has its niche market.
Yeah.
There's going to be people that love it, and they're going to sing praises to the high heavens for it. And unfortunately, I think I snorted the cocaine before I started playing it, and somehow managed to become one of those people that's just like, "This is the best game ever."
Yeah. I think it would be up Eric's alley if they would port it to Mac, and it looks like they're working on that for people who are interested. So
Well, it does
that would
have
be
lots
cool.
of stealth, so you don't have to worry about fighting anyone.
Yes. Anyway, that's what that summarizes where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out if I jump into Assassin's Creed Shadows because I was interested in that, or if I jump over to Last of Us Part 2, or maybe revisit Indiana Jones. So yeah, kind of up in the air, figuring out what else to land on here in a week.
That belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
Fair enough. There's a soundboard for that.
That is where the soundboard belongs. It's in a museum.
Gallagher Guy 88, what's up, man? We miss you on YouTube every week, but I know you've been having a lot of stuff happen in your house and stuff. Tell us what's been going on, and I don't know. I just saw something about your identity being stolen too. I was like, oh no, that sounds horrible.
So I lived in a floodplain for 7 years. Never got 1 ounce of water in my house. I moved out of the floodplain and immediately get water in my house. So I had a little bit of flooding in the basement. Nothing too severe.
Man.
Not like a foot of not like a foot of water, but enough to like soak the carpet. Where it's like real squishy. And so even though it doesn't seem like much, there's still like a lot of work to get it. Move all the arcades out. Had to have professionals come in and try and get all the moisture out of the carpet, and that's kind of where now we're dry, so we're putting everything back. It's just been a bit of a hassle. The identity stolen thing was if you look at the Arcade 1-Up photo booth, there's a guy in there who looks just like me. So that's
okay.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was an ongoing joke. Michael B started it, and so I was like, "They stole my image. My identity's gone. I'm now that guy." So that's kind of more playing on the joke of that. But
They should give you some
as far-
royalties.
I know. I mean, he looks
I guess
exactly like me.
They probably don't have any
crazy.
royalties to give you anymore, though. I guess that's the problem.
Yeah, they'll pay me as much as they paid Atari. That's
Right.
which is nothing. But as far as games I've been playing, I got the X Arcade, so I've been playing that VR pinball on my MetaQuest.
Wow. Nice.
Been playing that, and then as far as like gaming games, y'all might laugh at this one, but there's a game called Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. It's like Harvest Moon-esque type of game. I only play it because I played it as a kid, and it brings back nostalgia. But it's like an Animal Crossing type of game, but you like grow old and die. Like you have a kid, you have a farm, and like you progressively get older, your kid gets older, and then like you die and like pass the farm on to him. So it's kind of like Animal Crossing with an ending kind of thing. But yeah, I've been playing that.
crazy.
I know a story of seasons, but you don't actually keep moving on afterwards. Like your kid doesn't take over the farm, and
No, he
Yeah,
gets
no, you-
rebellious and he wants to like join a rock band or something, and he doesn't.
I
That's
think
the
there
whole-
is like a on some of them they just keep going, but on that particular one you die at the end. Like there's 6 chapters of your life, and then like you die, and like the whole point is like you can encourage your kid to be on the farm or tell him to like go do something else, get him interested in other things. But it's a fun game, Saint Spirits. It's a fun game, okay?
It sounds like the end of or the beginning of Up. Do you see that movie?
Wait,
Like-
Yeah.
So you get
Yeah.
in the game, you boss your kid around, like you tell him to get off the couch and go outside and do some work and
Yeah.
go do something else with his life.
Kind of. You start out and your father passes away and he leaves you this farm. You're not a farmer, so you're trying to learn how to farm, and then there's 3 different women who live kind of in the village that you're in. You can try and like get one of them to like you, and eventually whichever one that you like will marry you, and then you together have a child, and then that child will like continually grow with you, and you can kind of encourage them in different directions.
Can you leave the
There's like
first wife and marry the second and create some
No,
sort of
you're-
bitter triangle between the people in the city?
It's a very friendly game. I don't think it does that.
It's not as good as The Sims.
No, it's not The Sims. It's like between Animal Crossing and The Sims. It's like medium ground.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it's only like $20. If you want to try something out like that, then I don't know why it's been so addictive for me, but it has been. So I've been
cool.
playing that. But and again, if I had never played it as a kid, I probably wouldn't play it now. But it's just one of those things that I played it whenever I was little. So
Mhm.
now I'm like, man, I remember this. This was so fun to die. It's nice.
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
Exactly.
Yes, it is. It is. So that's my weird game of the week.
Just having the child part sounds scary. Yeah, it can be.
Well,
bro.
there's time skips in between each chapter, so it's like the chapter ends and then the next chapter begins, and like then your kid's like a toddler. Like it's not like it's like,
You're not in the
You're
delivery
having-
room.
no, nothing like that. The old one was like that one was probably like a 250-hour game, but the new one they shortened a lot. It's only like a 100-hour game, so yeah, it's pretty fun if you like that kind of stuff.
Does it have any stealth stuff for Eric?
I mean,
No,
technically,
no.
You
you
can
hide.
sneak around, sneak around your house. Yeah. All right.
does it have his favorite story, which is regular people just going out on a journey and dealing with fantastical creatures?
Yeah.
Going off
Yes,
the bad guy.
yes, it does.
All right.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, the 8-bit gaming legend, Dathan.
Yep.
He was late to the show. What's going on, man? What happened?
Not a lot. It's been a week. It's been a week. I got marathon training again. I got another marathon next weekend, so that's fun.
Hashtag no excuses.
No
Days off.
excuses. No days off.
No
Santa
days
Claus doesn't
off.
give breaks. So that's how this
Yeah.
works.
Marathon's not running itself, Dathan.
Gaming wise, I did play Blueprints for about 45 minutes and I turned it off.
You did play it.
Nobody got
time
time
for
for that.
I thought you were totally out on it.
No, it was on PlayStation, so I gave it a go and I did not like it, turned it off.
Okay.
And then my buddy let me borrow a Stellar Blade on disc, so I put that in, played for 2 hours, and then took it out of the console, put it back in the package, and getting ready to give it back to my buddy. Did not like Stellar Blade at all.
Really?
Oh, really?
Well, you liked
No.
it twice as much though as you
I
liked
did.
Blueprints.
I did not have fun playing it. I was like, this just sucks. And
Aren't there any fun parts to that game?
I enjoyed it.
That's all you guys. That's all you guys. And then I played Assassin's Creed Shadows, and then I felt better. So it's all good. So
Nice.
Oh, okay? So you are liking Assassin's Creed Shadows
I am, yes, very very much.
more than Mirage?
Yes.
Okay.
It is
Because
there's
Mirage,
there,
to your point, Mirage was really short.
yeah, there's a lot more to Shadows than there is Mirage. It's a much bigger landscape than Mirage is.
And just more to do in general. I'm getting like I was surprised at how quickly it. I mean, I think it took me 8 hours or so to beat it, but I just was surprised at like how quickly people just felt. I just went through them, right? And then I was like, well, this can't be the end. This must be like the first act. And then it's like, surprise, here's credits. You can continue traveling around, you know. So yeah, but I did like it though, Dathan. You gave good reviews on it. Like you were accurate with like how it kind of focuses right in on it and gets to the meat of what those games are really about, which I didn't know because I'd only played the RPG versions of them. So it was cool. I see how the original games were addicting if they were like that.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm having fun with it. I haven't got to the second character yet. I'm still on the main, the ninja girl, but I think I'm maybe 10, 11 hours into it. But I'm having fun with it. It's good. It reminds me of like Odyssey and Origins, so those were some of the best.
Both of those were great. Cool. It's a good review.
So yeah, and then I did play Vampire Survivors. Got another DLC pack that came out a couple days ago.
I've been playing a lot.
Eric's walking simulator. But yeah, that's all I've been playing this week and training.
Did you build more than my record of 7 rooms in Blueprints? Oh wow, you checked out earlier than me.
No, I did not know. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, this is dumb. I don't like.
Did you go outside? I did go outside, where you turn around and leave.
I mean, I turned the game off.
You could have said I went outside and trained for my marathon, and that would have counted.
Ran for marathon.
Jesus Christ, my God.
Nope.
Okay.
Never gonna play it again. So
yeah, that is something to be said about the subscription services. Is you can just try these things and just flitter through them pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, happy Easter.
Jesus Christ, my God.
All right. I just want to say back to Stellar Blade. That is a great game, but I just hated that final boss, and I turned it off after playing that final boss. Okay, Chris muted himself. All right, but Stellar Blade's a good game. I'm just pointing that out. Last week I played a little more Metroid Prime Remastered on the Switch because I wanted to get back into playing Metroid for the new Metroid Prime 4. And that's about it. Some more MLB The Show for me. And I didn't play any Blueprints, but maybe I'll get back into it. Not as far as Chris.
No,
but
he's really into it.
Yeah, I've got about 18 hours into it right now.
I did get and did Dathan, you want to show off yours?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's somewhere. Just
you guys ordered directly from Microsoft, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I ordered through Amazon, so
Look at that.
Fool. That thing's amazing.
The blood splatter. See that? I cut myself and I was trying to clean it up. I didn't get all of it off. But there's a couple.
Wasn't that like an old Sega Genesis thing with the thumbs? Like your thumbs would bleed if you played it. Like that was the advertisement.
Right. There's a couple. There's a little nick here in the ring here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that, Dathan? Did you open yours up yet?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
It's. I was like, my wife was looking at us like, is your controller damaged already? It's like, no, it's meant to be like that. There's a little nick right there, and there's another little nick right here. So it's like the controller's been through some mess, you know. So, really cool controller. And
I wonder if every nick is the same. Like maybe the people opened up theirs to be a different nicks. Like they just throw them across the the warehouse floor, and that's what you get.
Exactly. Here's the Easter egg inside. There's a bunny rabbit, and I had to look this one up. It looks like a bunny or a rabbit is like the Doomslayer's pet in Doom 3, I think. And eventually he becomes like a villain you have to fight. So
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember it either.
Huh.
So yeah. But we'll go with it.
Doom 3, the dislike to Doom, by and large. So, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we should have a good show. I wanted to talk about
We should.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about last weekend, what we did, minus Travis, because he's too cool for us.
I wouldn't say that.
And then the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders finally got announced, so we'll go over that. And I want to talk about the King Kong Stern Table. So, and some Star Wars Celebration stuff, if you guys are good with that. Oh, and while I'm talking about the Doom stuff, I do have this sizzle reel. Yeah. Is Eric going to be playing this?
Not enough stealth.
Not enough stealth. You can also order the Elite controller.
I was going to say, so yeah, the ones you guys have are the standard, right?
Right.
When did they put the Elite out?
Elite comes out next week.
Oh, okay.
I was debating it, but you know, if that Switch 2 comes out for pre-order next week too, I was like,
Yeah.
How much
It's
are
a lot
the
of
Elite
money.
controllers?
The Elite are almost $200.
Yeah, they're like $199 usually.
And there's the wrap for the Series X looks pretty cool too.
That does look cool.
But I mean, the fact that they actually released these as controllers you could buy instead of doing some damn contest
Mm-hmm.
is probably
yeah.
the best thing ever. Because
Oh, yeah.
the
Agreed.
controllers are so. I mean, they really are. The moment it was announced and I was shown this in the Discord, I was like, I guess no more vinyls this week. I'm buying this thing instead.
Well, so is the red one, the translucent red one, is that an Elite? Because it's got the Elite thumb pad or whatever you call that.
Yep. It's
A
the
D-pad,
Elite.
right? That's cool looking.
Yeah.
It looked
So-
the Elite looks like the Gears of War one they came out with, I think in 2018. It looks very, very similar to it.
I have my Elite Halo one, but I barely use
I
it.
didn't know that they did branded Elites. I thought that they were all just the standard black and that's all you got.
No, they did a couple. I think they did a white one too.
Oh, that's cool. Because the Elite controller, I like. So I have both Elite, quote unquote, right? Like I have the new PlayStation one, Dathan, the black one there,
Mhm.
and then I have the standard PlayStation. Then I have the Xbox, and then the Elite Xbox as well. And the thing that I like about the Elite Xbox over the PlayStation is it feels heavier. Like it, and that like heaviness feels like quality.
Yeah.
It feels different, whereas the PlayStation one doesn't really feel different.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
has the heaviness, but
when I first got because I have the Gears of War one, and I swear that one's a lot heavier than just the standard Elite controller.
even that
and
one
you
is
can-
even heavier
Yeah, you
than
can
the
feel the
Elite.
weight because I think that was their first time of doing a specific design for the Elite controller, so they put some extra stuff onto it. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Pat
cool.
had
That's neat that they do that.
I had
Go
the original Elite controller for the original one, and then my brother actually gifted me the one for the newer Xbox. And you have to learn those paddles, especially for like first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. Like it takes some time to like learn that. But now, I'm just as terrible as I was before, but I can't use a regular controller ever because
no,
like to
really?
play first-person shooters, I'm like, how do I jump or do this? Because I'm so used to
Yeah.
those four like paddles at the bottom to do everything. So it definitely is a game changer whenever you use those, but it's hard to go back to a regular controller.
I
Also.
took them off, to be honest. Like on both the
Yeah.
PlayStation and the Xbox ones, I took them off. I use them as a standard controller, but I did really like the feel. And with the PlayStation, the thing that I liked on it was that you could replace the joypad, the joysticks,
Oh yeah.
if you get stick drift.
But back to Chris's point about Microsoft actually putting out a controller for Doom: The Dark Ages, like, where was that for Indiana Jones? There's a couple of other games.
Deadpool one, the most comfortable controller you will ever.
Oh yeah,
feel,
yeah.
you know?
Well, yeah, they should have made it so you could buy it. It was all contests, and you know, I just remember going over with you guys like how disappointed we were we couldn't get that. Indiana Jones. It seems like there was one other game like they missed the mark on.
I don't know if it was with a game or not, but there was ones that were Ninja Turtles that had the pizza.
Oh right. That
Yeah, I wanted those so bad, man. Like I was like, oh, I love Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Those
the
are
bad guy's
cool.
still in the chat, I bet he would have bought a Ninja Turtle one. I think he's in the Ninja Turtles too. So, but they better do one for some of their other upcoming releases. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Sounds like a threat.
my mind's gone blank.
But so Xbox always Halo, Forza.
Oh, I was thinking Gears of War actually. Do another Gears of War one. I would
There you
definitely
go.
buy a Gears of War one.
Fable's another one that they probably would have a great controller for.
Yeah, they could do some cool things with the translucent on Fable, I would think, like some decent color schemes on that.
Dathan got the Last of Us PlayStation controller.
Yep, sure did.
Well, that's because he keeps buying things with, his money that he makes at work.
That's what you're allowed to do with your money. You can
that
buy
is the
things
thing.
with it.
You do work, you get money.
Is that why I do it?
If you sell enough feet pictures, Chris, you can, it's your money.
Well, I was going to start an Only Beards account,
Good luck with that.
Hey, Dathan, on the Last of Us controller, is that textured? Like the glyphs and all that stuff on it?
Let me check.
It
You'd
looks
have
pretty
to
cool.
open it because,
Jesus Christ, my God.
Will you stop with that one?
All right. What do we get?
The stuff he collects isn't exactly like my VHS porn collection.
It is textured, yes.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
That's
textured.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks cool too.
Did you open that?
No, I have had no time this week. Marathon training takes up a lot of time.
It does.
Stop.
Yeah, I'll go running with you,
money
Dathan.
on stupid
Let me know.
shit.
I won't prepare for the marathon, but I'll go running.
You could run with the controller in your hands.
I might be the last person there, and
No, I run with weights, with egg weights in my hands.
Do you really?
oh,
Yep.
well, I'd probably
You
want
ever did like a
to
triathlon?
What?
You ever did a triathlon?
No, not yet.
Yeah, you could do the Iron Man.
One of these days, as long as my body agrees.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Well, a lot
I mean,
closer than I
for
would
you,
be.
maybe not me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. For me, there ain't no way.
All right, let's go on to.
we could do it, Gallagher guy. You and me.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could go run.
You can roll me across.
I'll
Dathan's
I'll
the
bring-
one here who
I'll bring
could
my-
do a triathlon. I'm pretty sure. Like
I bet he could. Yeah.
I'll bring my VHS porn collection and.
Dathan, do you do Hood to Coast?
No, I don't. I'm not part of a team for that. Because
We should make our own Hood to Coast team.
There's a huge there's a wait list for it. So you basically, I think
okay.
you have to
Yeah.
put your name in like a list, and you can get added to it.
Yep.
I think.
Got
What
like
if
a
I
guy.
did? I mean, I would
Yeah.
probably excel in that. Put me on a team, and then you know that there is no I in team, but there is in win, and that's all I do is win. So
Right. Got like a guy
Winning.
here where we live. There's Mount Hood, and you can they basically have you run from Mount Hood all the way to the beach, and that's the Hood to Coast. It's quite a feat if you.
How
They have a lottery to join it.
Yeah, if there's a lottery, we're out.
how long is that?
Meatball
Like how long a run is
Saucy's gonna
that?
run
Like how?
It's a couple days,
you're
isn't it?
breaking into sections. So you run maybe like a half marathon or 10 miles, and then someone else takes over, and then
It's a baton race. Yeah.
I think it's a team of, I think six
Yeah.
or 8 people. I think.
Yeah.
Did the ski to sea once in Bellingham. That was a lot of fun because you're not just running. There's bikes and rafting and mountain bikes and skiing, of course.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and a
Well,
kayak at the end. You jump in the ocean with a kayak.
I could do biking. I did that in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, not exactly. We're not exactly in Boy Scouts anymore, are we?
Well, I can get me one of them electric bikes, and then I don't have to worry about pedaling anymore.
You
All
are
right.
man scouts now.
There's one
All right.
around here. It's called the Donut something. I forget what it's called, but you're on bikes, and there's like these stops along the way, and each stop has donuts, and every donut you eat is a minute off your time.
Oh, that's
But you
awesome.
also are going to be eating
Cool.
donuts. So it's like you gotta like
That's the
weigh
most
your
Midwest
options.
thing ever. That's great.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
So you're on your
That's
bikes
funny.
and you stop, and it's like, well, you're going a minute off your time. Like, gotta eat a donut. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah, we could
Oh,
just.
Meatball would know what it is. He knows what Hood to Coast is.
Yeah.
We've all been stuck in that traffic.
All right, moving on. All right, I want to talk about King Kong.
Hey everybody, it's George Gomez at Stern Pinball, and we're here today to unleash an epic pinball adventure featuring
I want to
one
talk
of the
about
most
George
iconic
Gomez.
monsters of all time.
He's got a pretty cool job. He gets to announce all the
King
cool
Kong has
tables.
been a staple in pop culture since his first appearance in 1932, and he has been celebrated through time in
That's not
television,
true.
books, art, comics, video games, and now pinball. To
It makes good
celebrate
copy,
King
Travis.
Kong's larger-than-life story,
No, you don't.
we're taking players
You
on
could.
an all-new interpretation of the fabled King
Do you guys
Kong
like the
legend.
colors on King
From the
Kong?
creators
It's
that brought
got
you
a like a
Godzilla,
really
Jaws, and Jurassic
I don't know if
we now bring you
like a harsh
King
kind of
Kong,
purple
Myth
and
of
gold
Terror
and
Island. Players will go on an epic
I
journey
feel like
really
it
out
wasn't.
there.
of Terror Island, battling
I don't know. Like
dangerous
it kind of
creatures
reminds me of
in
the
addition to
X-Men
facing the
table, like a
eighth
little
wonder of
bit,
the
just like
world.
the color.
Witness
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't feel like it was a good
havoc
color scheme
across
for
New York
King
City.
Kong itself, but I don't think it's
Now,
bad.
Game designer Keith Elwin will take you through this
It's
pinball
definitely not
battle
what
of
I
a
was
lifetime.
expecting.
Yeah, that's what it is. I just wasn't expecting it.
I think
I can
that-
see the Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that they were out, that they had extra purple and gold paint that they needed to do something
You
with.
needed to burn it up.
Yeah.
Players will join.
No, I forget who said it last time, but somebody mentioned that if they did this in the black and white theme like they did for Godzilla, it would be
Right.
very appropriate. I think that would look pretty cool, but I'm just not particularly interested.
No, it's the pinball machine nobody asked for.
No offense, Joe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Joe's all about. Well,
Joe's-
you know,
Joe's
he's,
into it,
he's New York, in
Did you tell
State Building.
Joe, this is not an Atari table.
Maybe
I-
it is
I-
all East
Atari.
Coast. Maybe it's West Coast, East Coast bias as to what monster movies we like.
Well, I think
Sure.
the problem is you play the Dungeons and Dragons table, and there's so much going on with that one, and it is such a cool table.
It's a cool channel.
If you're watching somebody else play it as well, like playing
Yeah.
it, all you're paying attention to is where the ball is at. But if
Right.
you're watching somebody play it, there's so much going on, and it's such an amazing table to look at. And then their follow up is this.
But beware,
No, that's
And
a great point, Chris. I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, watching someone play D&D can be just as much fun almost as playing, which doesn't happen on a lot of tables. I think.
It was really fun when we were playing D&D and we kicked Chris's ass.
I could not. I still got video proof of me getting 198 million at CoinJam, which is not connected to Stern.
Very
Which
convenient.
I'm going to go down there and tell those people they need to connect their tables.
If it's not connected, it didn't count, man.
I know it's frustrating.
Also, you still didn't beat my high score. So.
No, I didn't. But when I went and played this table at Next Level, and all I could score was like 11,000 or 11 million, it was just like, what is going on? Why can't I play this table here, but I could at CoinJam? So I don't know.
Oh,
But-
speak about sneaky good. Meatball Saucy is good at pinball.
Yeah, he's a bastard, but we won't get into that.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys, some of you might relate to it, but do you remember like creepy crawlers that
Oh yeah,
like
Make-
okay that
Make gummy creatures.
yeah
Yeah.
exactly. That's what that spider reminds me of.
Oh,
that
totally,
they have on this
totally.
play.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The
that's a
theme song
creepy
just
crawler.
popped into my head too. Yeah. Oh, thanks for that. That's good stuff there.
Music and sound effects.
Well, do you notice in
that's
some of
one
the
of the
videos the spider isn't even there?
Custom speech by Comedy
Which
Yeah, I
makes me
noticed
think
that.
that it may be like a premium or a limited edition thing only.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're playing the wait, why the hell is Impractical Joker's guy on here?
He's the voice of something.
Is he the only one that hasn't had controversy?
With King Kong, Myth of Terror Island at sternpinball.com.
I thought it was Mick Foley for a second.
Brian
You
Quinn.
you guys aren't excited for this one, huh?
King
No.
I'll give it a shot, but I'm not going to go out of my way.
Pop culture.
I don't know.
It's
I might
going to be one of those
minority.
that
And he has been celebrated through time.
I'm excited to play it.
Television,
Sorry?
I think it looks good, and I think it looks fantastic, and I think there's a lot going on
Celebrate King Kong's larger-than-life
with the
story.
playfield and up there in the
Taking
corners.
players on an all-new
There's a lot of cool
I'm-
ramps on it.
The fabled King Kong legend. From the creators
I'm looking
who
forward
brought
to
you
it.
Godzilla, Jaws,
So
and
stupid.
Jurassic
I hate
Park.
this one.
I'm not saying that I'm not looking forward to it, Nathan. I think it's going to be a fun table.
Players will go
I'm
on
just saying to
adventures
follow,
exploring
you know,
the wonders
after
of
Dungeons
Terror
and
Island,
Dragons, follow it up
battling
with this
dangerous
table.
creatures in addition
It-
to facing the eighth wonder of
it's
the world.
just doesn't seem like as much is going on
Across New York City.
for the viewers, for like people who are watching other people play. So, and Dungeons and Dragons may end up being one of those tables that is just such a
Hi everyone, I'm Keith Elwin, lead game designer of our latest game.
an anomaly when it comes to pinball tables.
With King
and they
Kong.
Well,
never
I
reach-
agree. I think that we can all agree that I think that D&D is probably one of the more innovative pinball machines that Stern has come out with, or just come out in general with the level up system and saving your character and all that. So I think anything that's going to follow up to that is not going to live up to expectations to what D&D has. I mean, is that fair to say?
King Kong, come
I
to
think
life
so.
as he reacts
I think
to
that's a
player
fair way to
actions
put it.
through new animation software.
I
I
think
haven't played
it'd
D&D,
be
but from what I've seen from you guys, that seems totally fair.
I think it'd be interesting to put this table and D&D next to each other at some random bar and actually see which one makes more money.
Survived Kong's punchback
This one would.
target, which launched
I think
I
so,
almost
yeah,
think
this
this one would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would.
I think it
yeah.
would.
The IP is more accessible to the rando who's sitting at a bar, right? And then, yeah, and that's a big part of pinball. That's why I'm not interested in it, is because King Kong, just not my thing. And that draws me to pinball tables nonstop. The one that surprised me is I'm not a big AC/DC fan. And the AC/DC pinball machine, though, is one that I will go to every time, because I do enjoy playing that table in that game. So there are exceptions to it, but Lord of the Rings was the other exception. I like the Lord of the Rings table, don't like the movies. But this to me looks pretty, to me it looks like pretty, which isn't bad, but run-of-the-mill pinball, right?
zigzag secret ball path.
Well, and
reveal.
I think that's the
Or
problem.
be
Some
ready
of
for
these
the
tables
river log
that
diverters
Stern
camp,
Pinball's put
setting
out
up shop
have been
at the
so
upper sector of the
fantastic
ramp.
that even this one, which in its own right does look like a good
On the
table,
Pro Edition,
Yeah.
just
players will
looks
experience a lot of
generic
same action
Yeah.
compared to what they've been
Terror
putting
Island
out.
and
And I
across
think
New York
that's
City
that's
in the
the
battle against King Kong.
that's probably a good way to say Stern Pinball has done something amazing within the pinball industry, because they've been able to put out tables that everybody is kind of like, even after they've been out for a while, we still talk about Uncanny X-Men, we still talk about Metallica, we still talk about AC/DC. Although I don't know if AC/DC Stern Pinball, but I'm saying that there are tables they've put out that we still talk about because they've done
The game is
something
really brought to life
that's
with
amazing.
art
And I agree,
collaboration
Meatball
with
Saucy.
legendary
John Wick
pinball
is.
illustrators.
There's
Channel
something about the
Four,
table
the
itself
legendary
that's
Greg
kind of
Barrett
like.
and Jeremy
I don't know if
Patton,
the
aka Zombie
the balls
Eddie,
feel like
all
they're
contributed to this art.
heavier.
King
Like
Kong
the table
comes with
itself
all
just
new
doesn't
original
feel as fun to
animations,
play.
music, and sound effects.
I found myself last weekend playing more of the Metallica
It
table
also
than the
features
John
touch
Wick
speech
table,
by
which
comedy
I was
legend
like, I really want to get
Ryan
into John Wick
and Practical Joke.
because I love the movies,
No.
but I didn't
That
like the
ape's not
table.
keeping Huff along.
Yeah,
We're
that table
going
didn't
in.
grab me either.
through the
And
power of
so
Yeah,
it-
I think the only time I played it was with
players will be
Eric
able to
at
explore
Public
Terror
House.
Island
I think
on
last summer.
unforgettable
I think that's the
treasure.
only time I played it.
We are beyond
There's
excited
something
to
about the
battle
ball
for the
itself
corner
that
of the
just
world
makes the
and become
table
king
like
of your game
it's
room
the
with King
table
Kong,
or the
Myth
ball
of
or
Terror
something
Island at sternpinball.com.
that makes it where it's just not, something feels off and I can't quite figure it out. And I'm hoping this table, even though this table isn't going to have the, if four of us are playing it, we're going to stand around and be like, oh yeah, I want to watch what's going on the table like I do with D&D. I still feel like this table may have more than the John Wick table would have. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for. So
I want to defend John Wick though, real quick. Like that's a fun game. It's got some more interesting shots than I think most pinball tables have, because I really like the shot to get the coffin open, and then you put your balls in it to get the multi-ball. That's fun when that happens. So
Let's add that to the soundboard. Right?
exactly.
Holy catfish!
But I
So,
mean, if I'm going
give
to
John Wick another chance.
if I'm going to next level, I'm not going to John Wick. If I go to Public House, I'm not going to John Wick. I'm probably going to X-Men, to D&D, something like even Deadpool. I would even go to probably like Aerosmith or 007 over John Wick, just because it's very just bland. I think
It's
and
flat,
I think
right? From the pictures I saw of it.
there's not
yeah.
not a whole lot. I'm not saying it's as bland as some of the earlier stones that have come out, like The Sopranos and stuff like that. But it's just it doesn't gravitate towards it like some of the other ones that have come out.
Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair.
Well, we should do like a ranking of what our favorite Stern pinballs are.
I have to go check out D&D because I need to go check it out. Now, the curiosity about D&D is this: with the Stern app, and Eric, you're the one who said, I believe you said that D&D, when you're playing it, allows character progression that gets saved as you play. So it's like got a story mode and everything associated with it. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go on adventures and you encounters and you go in dungeons and cross the Underdark and
the Darkhold and stuff like that.
Except
wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if in the
items.
next thing that they could do is do a co-op mode that crosses the Stern thing, so that like if your friend goes and plays it, you guys are actually progressing a story together?
That would be cool, but man, I can't imagine how you would do that because there's so much randomness in where your ball ends up.
Put that in the soundboard. Gallagher Guy 88. Have you played any of the real pinball tables?
The real pinball tables?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Chicago, to the Pinball Expos. That's
that's awesome.
I played John Wick. I played, everything there. The other thing I did get to play is the X-Men because it was like it was just packed.
Yeah.
Like out the I think that was the newest one at that time, and it was
Mhm.
like if you want to wait 4 hours, and then they only let you have 2 balls, regardless if like you were doing really good or not. Like 2 balls is all you got. Like so it wasn't
Cool.
really worth the time to do it for me personally. But yeah,
How many
definitely
tables
real
were
cool.
there for X-Men? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, probably. I'd say 10 or 15 at least.
Oh wow, we're
Like,
still
there's a
out
lot
long
of
way.
tables.
Because
Yeah,
PRGE had 10, didn't they? Or
10
12,
or
10 or
12,
12 of them?
yeah. I think we had 12
yeah,
of them.
yeah.
And
It
there
was
was no
long. It was
wait.
a long wait.
Yeah, there was no wait at
Yeah.
PRGE. We
Yeah,
got
come
lucky.
out to PRGE.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So, but as far as King Kong goes, again, it reminds me of like Uncanny X-Men, Creepy Crawlers, and for some reason, Legend of the Hidden Temple from Nickelodeon. Like if you could put those three
Oh,
mashed
yeah.
together,
Yeah,
That would've been good.
It does have that vibe.
like,
Yeah.
like it kind of feels like someone's like, let's put King Kong and smash those in there with it. Like I don't know. I'm probably like Meatball Saucy. Like I don't really like the artwork too well, but until I play it myself, I may love it. I don't know, but yeah, I just don't really care for the artwork too much.
It does seem to have a bunch of rail shoots that are overlapping each other in interesting ways. So that could be cool to see in like a multi-ball situation. I'd be interested in checking it out.
Well, you're going to get your chance.
We'll see.
But let's go back to last weekend. We got to go to, or most of us went to the swap meet. I wanted to hear about Dathan. You went back.
That's not what it's called.
What is it called? The Sidequest.
Sidequest
Expo.
Dathan went back a second day. Did Eric
Mhm.
go back a second day too?
No, I was just there that one day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll think about it, Meatball. I don't know. It's possible. But do you guys have what you? I want to hear what you picked up and stuff at the swap meet. Hopefully, and go check out my video too. I took a little video on Saturday. But overall, what did you guys think for everybody? Was the show better than last year?
Chris,
So
why don't you go
for
first?
people
'Cause
like
you
me,
were
like what is it? Like what is this that you're talking about? Like is it you said swap meet for like comic book stuff or?
It's a swap meet for video games.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Chris went with me last year.
It was a much better show than last year. Last year when we went, like half of the booths were like your hippie mom making her bead material and selling it, and it wasn't like game related in any way for a majority of the booths. And so it was kind of like, well, that's not worth it. And then this year it was kind of like, I think I saw 2, maybe 3 tables that had that bead stuff, but it was game related type of stuff. But they had so many more vendors there selling games. I threw up a short on my video on my channel of like, it was all like imported NES, GameCube, N64 games. I have no idea what any of them say on there. There's one that you can tell is a Mario game, but beyond that, I was like, I don't know what any of these games are, and it's kind of cool to see. But I would never buy an imported game just because I don't know what I'm buying.
Wait! You've never bought an imported game ever?
No, never bought an imported game.
Really?
Yeah.
So you have a VHS porn collection, but not an imported game.
Right.
Oh,
Making sense.
you know,
He's got a lot of imported VHS.
Some of the best ladies come from Italy, so you know you gotta get those.
We can get into our VHS porno collection, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not porn. I'm sorry, porno collection.
Eric, Chris, or Eric, Dathan, do you have any thoughts? I want to hear about what you guys got. Do you guys have what
Eric,
you got?
Eric, you go first because I have mine's gonna go a little bit longer.
Yeah. So Game On, I picked up a Wii, but it didn't come with Wii Sports, so I bought a copy of Wii Sports for my Wii. I finally got a Nintendo 3DS in the box. No manual though. I got to figure that out. It works great. It's a nice piece of hardware. The hinge is a little loose, but I understand that's kind of a problem. I got what else did I get? Pilot Wings for the 3DS, and Dathan pitched in his DSi, and we wheeled and dealed with a guy, and I got Metroid Pinball for the DS, which is a blast.
Wheeling and dealing. How come Dathan gave you his system there? Did he owe you? What was going on with that?
He's a good dude. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm a good guy.
He's helping the brother out.
Yeah, that's what I do. Help out my peeps.
He'll collect later on. I know.
Yeah,
Joe Cage should have his Atari cartridge on Monday. I think it is tomorrow or Monday.
Oh, I think he left. He fell asleep.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Did you get anything for Galaga Guy?
We didn't.
No, I
If
didn't.
If it's in my arcade with a flight stick, I want to be like, come on.
I mean, we could when PRGE happens, there'll be some more arcade guys there. Paul Niemeyer, who did Mortal Kombat, he'll be there, and Tron, he'll be there.
He did the artwork.
He did the artwork for that. So we'll hook you up, Galaga Guy. We'll make it happen.
All right. Well, thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So Dathan, all right, Eric got some pretty awesome stuff. Now Galaga Guy wants me to share.
I was pretty stoked. Good show.
I just in case anyone was interested, it's August 25th, 2025. Torty Donut. You can ride your bike in a donut. Start training, guys.
I'll take my bike off the wall and get my donuts.
This is a bike thing. I was gonna go to the donut shop and get me more donuts to train. I got you, Galaga Guy.
All right, Dathan, the floor is yours. I want to hear about day 2 and all that.
So day 1 was good. The whole weekend I only picked up 4 NES titles just to add to the list. But Eric and I did go to Game On Expo a couple weeks ago, and I think it's fair to say that the game the game selection at the swap meet, I think was better than Game On. I think.
Really?
Do you think so? Do you think so, Eric?
For games or for...
I think the game selection at the swap meet I think was better than
Thank you, Meatball Saucy.
than Phoenix, I think.
Yeah.
I think there were more vendors that had more variety of things to get. Than Phoenix.
Yeah. If you're talking about breadth of systems and games and imports, I agree. And like even quality of what you're getting. Do you want it with the manual? Do you want it loose? Do you want it in the box? You could the gamut was run, let's say.
Yeah, I mean the first booth that I stopped at, he had 3 games that cheap games that I was looking for on my list, and he had them. I didn't have that in Phoenix.
Sure.
So
you got good deals on stuff in Phoenix.
Yeah, and it was I was happy with everything. And Sunday I did go back and I picked up just one game, but there was some other things that either the vendors brought back from that for the second day that wasn't there the first day, or it just wasn't as busy. And I was able to, to kind of maneuver in and see stuff a little bit better.
Sure. No power glove.
No power glove. Story to follow with the power glove. While I was waiting in line in the second day, I did get an alert on eBay that there was a power glove for auction. And so I was able to get one at a really good price, and it's in good shape, and it's the adult size. So should be here either tomorrow or next week.
Wait. There's two different sizes of power glove?
Yeah.
There is. There's a child size and adult size.
There's two
never
different
knew
versions
that.
too. The power.
So you finally got your power glove?
I did.
Well,
I
in a
don't have
day.
it yet. I don't have
Holy
it yet.
shit.
So don't have it yet. So when it's here, then we'll holy shit everything.
Are you gonna play with it?
I just got the glove. I don't have the sensors
Yeah, so you're kind of stuck, huh?
for now. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
And then I was looking for usually in Portland at PRGE and these swap meet, there's usually people selling laser discs. So there was an older gentleman who had a bunch of laser discs, and I asked him, I was like, hey, so do you have hopefully everybody in the chat or in our little Brady Bunch group here knows about the movie called The Wizard from 1989. Do you guys know about this? Fred Savage, Bo Bridges, Christian Slater. It's a fantastic movie. I watched it probably 1,000 times when I was a kid. The introduction, Super Mario Brothers 3, so on, so on. If you don't know what it is, just Wikipedia, Google it, whatever. So there was a vendor there who had a bunch of laser discs, and I was looking for it, and I asked him, I said, hey, do you have The Wizard on laser discs? And then I get the question about how much do you want to pay for it? And that's kind of the death sentence there of like, how much do you want, I'm just like, this isn't going to go well. I can tell already. And so he basically just said, I told him, I said, well, I'll just give you $100. And he just kind of laughed at me. And that was the end of that. I'm not going to repeat the conversations that were said walking from the expo to somewhere else, just because I was done with that guy. But second story to follow, I did find one on eBay at a very good price. A couple $4,000. So that's gonna be here soon too. So
I found one for you right here, Dave.
What is?
I put the link in the chat there.
But I already bought it. It's already done.
Yeah, but this one's only $4,000. What'd you pay for yours?
I did not. So what I was going to end up offering the guy, I paid a lot less for what I got.
Yeah, this one here kind of sucks because the guy's selling it for $4,000 or best offer, but then on the sticker in the corner it says value $14.98 priced.
That's about right.
Come on,
yeah.
Make up your mind, dude. At least remove the sticker. Don't torment us. Like, hey, remember when you could have bought this for $15, but now it's $4,000.
Yeah,
Travis,
or
maybe the guy's bipolar. We
we
don't want to call him out on any kind of issues he might have. You don't know.
Yeah.
But that was it is what it is. And so I basically, but the thing that really irked me was how much do you want to pay for it?
Yeah, that's
when people ask me that question, I want nothing to do with you with that.
Yeah.
That's just like, you're nothing. We love our senior citizens. I promise we all do. But come on, man. Dude,
it looks like you could flip that though. Like, I know that you wouldn't, but on eBay they're all substantially higher than that.
It is a rare laser disc, and it's hard to find.
Oh, okay, that's why then.
Yeah.
So what is like an average price of, that laser disc, like, or what's like what would you consider them kind of being worth or something you'd pay for it? Because I know $4,000 sounds like it's a little ridiculous.
No, it's that's kind of one of those things where you just you throw a random. People will put $30,000 for a PS5 box, something like that, But in realistic pricing, I mean, in good condition, you're probably looking at maybe $175 to $300. Somewhere in that range. Yeah.
Do you even have a Laserdisc player?
I do, but I don't think it works right now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, on eBay it looks like it's going for the median price for the Wizard is going for about $175.
And I did not pay 175. I paid quite a bit less than that. So I was pretty happy that I did not buy it from Mr. Senior Citizen, and then I decided to just hold off, and then ended up finding one at a much better price. So it all worked.
I bought it through the Garage Gamer's favorite way, which is digital. So
I did have a question for Eric, because we got back from Game On Expo, and about 4 or 5 months ago, they released the ticket prices for PRGE. And remember how we were talking about how prices for you made a spreadsheet and all this stuff, and I was kind of shocked that it was $92 for a weekend pass.
Yeah.
Game On Expo was $62 or $63.
What
do you think?
Tax?
With tax? Yes.
Okay.
What do you think was a better value, or are we comparing apples to oranges here? Because Game On Expo is games and anime, while PRGE is pretty much just strictly video games with pinball and stuff on the side and a few guests.
What's the better value? I think.
And then keep in mind that Friday you can only get into PRGE for just, they don't have, it's like half of it, not the whole thing.
Yeah. I think Game On's a better value.
Mm-hmm.
Maid cafe.
Because of the maid cafe.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a thing.
Well, I was going to say because
Jesus
there's a bunch
Christ,
of stuff there
my God,
that's fun to do that they don't really have at PRGE. And if you don't value that, then you're not going to have as good a time as we did.
Mm-hmm.
But playing laser tag was fun, and playing VR was fun, and introducing you to Artemis Bridge Simulator was really cool because you seemed to enjoy it. Everybody else was having a good time. It was fun. Painting a mini was fun. I never done that before. Like all that extra stuff, playing Mario Kart in the real Mario Kart thing, and talking to Christian and Jeff. Those guys were cool. Like there's a bunch of fun other stuff to do at Game On that made it a great value for me personally. And I picked up some cool game stuff, right?
Well, right. I mean, I wasn't part of it, but I could see, like, I love going to these conventions here in Oregon and Washington with you guys. But going to a completely different state, a completely different area of the country you've never been to, and experiencing like different restaurants that maybe you all don't get to experience here.
Yeah.
It adds something to it that maybe going to the Sidequest Expo or the Rose City Comic Con or PGRE, you may not get to experience. So going to like the Cleveland Donut Shop or whatever it is that Gallagher was talking about, there may be something in that area that we don't get to experience here. I'm sure Gallagher guy there are restaurants that are local to your area that we don't have here.
Sure.
Just because there are restaurants that are local here that you don't have. Like Rudy's, Steakhouse, which is wonderfully still open, not closed down at all.
Oh no.
But I mean, it adds something to the experience. Getting to go with friends and like acquaintances and people you've come to like enjoy your hobby with.
Sure.
It adds a level to the experience that maybe you don't get by going by yourself to Sidequest Expo or Game On or something else. And so by having this group of people that we've kind of come to have a hobby that we all enjoy and we all find some kind of common ground with. there's something that adds to it that makes it more. So I can totally understand how the game on Expo could be value-wise far more entertaining than Sidequest Expo, which has maybe you walk out of Sidequest Expo with 30 games that you've been looking for, whereas you go to Game on Expo and you only find 2.
Mhm.
But you find more value in Game on Expo because your personal growth as a person, as an individual, with like friends and things you've been able to enjoy and experience is far more entertaining and fruitful.
I've never been to Game on Expo, but I can already tell you it's leaps and bounds better than the Sidequest Expo, Chris. I think you need to compare PRGE.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. But I'm
What
just
are you
talking about
talking
ticket
about?
price, and I'm
We
just talking
went
about
in-
ticket price and the event itself, not the surrounding stuff. Or at least I'm trying to just talk about those things.
Right.
Okay.
And I owe Meatball. I saw your super chat, and I owe you a wake up.
There you go.
But to my credit, or to explain myself, I was sitting here and I started thinking about playing Blueprints, and I nodded off. So thank you for waking me up. I appreciate that.
You should play some South Midnight. You might have more fun with it.
It's not opium or opioids, officer. I was just playing Blueprints.
All right. I do have this. I want to talk about the Switch 2 pre-orders. So this dropped this morning at 6 a.m. and I shared it in the
wow.
Discord. Can you guys see
I missed
that?
it.
Is that pretty
I missed it.
But the good news is Switch 2 is not going up, but everything else is the bad part.
Meaning all of the games are going up. They're making you pay for it.
All not the games. Well, the games are already expensive, but the controllers and the everything else you don't need is going up. So,
although what they don't include in this, Travis, is that they're offering a bottle of lube with all the price increases. So you
right.
But
a VHS porno.
So you've got the Joy-Con 2 pair for $100. I mean, listen, we were
You
just
don't
talking
need
about
that.
200. Well, yeah, but we were just talking about $200 Xbox Elite controllers.
I mean,
so
you do need
probably
it if you're
playing,
playing with someone else.
Yeah, if you're playing
kinda
any of the
do need
party
it.
games, you need them, don't you?
Yeah.
And that's
Well-
what everybody wants to do, is they want to play the party games. Mario Party.
Well,
number one seller.
they still say the Joy-Con ones will work with the Switch 2.
Yeah, but
So-
we need ones that have blood splatter on them and are Doom themed. So we're gonna pay for it, damn it.
Yep. $500.
GameStop is having Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders begin at online on 11 a.m. Eastern, so that's 8 a.m. Pacific.
Okay.
But they'll be doing a midnight release when the game comes out. I believe Best Buy will be doing one too. I'm curious where you guys want to. Dathan is going to get a Switch 2. Gallagher guy, he might convince him. I don't know. I know Chris is probably going to get one.
Ericsson.
Well, I
But
mean,
where do we
reading
get
some
this
of those-
from?
Reading some of those trading values that GameStop's offering for like the original Switch.
Oh, it's
Oh,
terrible.
really?
Eh,
Oh, they're bad.
Why would you do that?
Well, the Switch Lite's $100, so it's kind of like, for me, I'm kind of like, I could get rid of the Switch Lite I have, never gets used. $100 would make it a $399 system with Mario Kart.
Yeah. It's better than a kick in the crotch.
Yeah. I mean,
And
if it's
get-
not
lose
going to
your
be
Switch
used,
Lite.
why not, right? Because I don't
and I
think you're
get
gonna
that every
on
day
eBay,
for my
right?
kids, so
Yeah.
sometimes you get it's like, what do you
And
do?
you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that on eBay at this point, right?
With the Switch Lite? No,
Yeah.
I think the most I could probably get from somebody is $50 for a Switch Lite.
Then yeah, take advantage of it. That's actually
So-
not bad that they're offering that. Why were you so against it?
Well,
because
I
he doesn't have a Switch Lite,
Okay, just jealous.
I just
Jealous
wouldn't
that he's
sell
got
it,
the
but-
baseball card to trade. You wouldn't sell it. You'd keep it to collect it.
It's probably
Yeah,
because that Twitter comment the other day that was like, "Good morning to everybody who loves physical, games, not you digital only people."
Yeah, that's their whole GameStop's whole business is their physical media, but like that's the problem. No one's buying. The only people buying physical media still are you guys, and GameStop probably is not going to last much longer. So it'll be interesting how
You're
long they
worried that
last.
he's going to trade it and then they'll close shop before he can pick up his pre-order.
Yeah, they're closed shop before June 5th. They won't be able to trade in his Switch
You're
Lite.
sitting there at Washington Square hitting. Oh well, probably Salem Center still has a GameStop. I'm guessing
They
right?
do. They're going to declare bankruptcy on June 4th.
You'll be out there pounding on the
just
doors. Give me
watch.
back my game, my light, please.
But anyway, so GameStop, they're gonna have 8. This is on April 24th, 8 a.m. online. Target is gonna do a April 24th at 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. Eastern. Walmart is gonna do an April 24th, 12 a.m. Eastern. We haven't heard what Best Buy is, unless something just came out over the wire here. But I'm curious, where do you think we should order from, and what version should we go for? If you could only click one link, there's a Switch 2 bundle, which you get Mario Kart World for another $50. Or do we just get the cheaper Switch 2 version? And I'm talking about this now because by the time next week happens, we'll have to have made our choice by then. And this will be the first console launch for during our show, so it's kind of cool.
I think what most people are going to get, and I think this is what Nintendo realizes by doing the bundle, is people are going to buy the bundle. They're going to pay the extra $50 to get the game and the console together.
But that's what I was thinking. So maybe it'd be easier to get the bundle without the game, because everyone's going to be clicking the one for the bundle.
It's not a bundle game. What bundle?
It comes with Mario Kart.
That's the bundle.
That's the
bundle.
What's the bundle without the game?
It's just the system.
Without the game, it's just the system.
Yeah, it's just there's no bundle.
It's just the system. There's a system, and then there's a bundle.
Yes,
those are the two things.
Sorry. The semantics are weirding me out. It's my bad.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's really. I think this is what Nintendo expects. They've done it before in the past with their systems. With the Switch, they released it with Mario Kart 8. And I think that's why Mario Kart 8 is one of the best sellers for the Switch, is because of the fact it was the system with a game. And you paid $50 for the game with the system. And I think that's the way that people are going to do Mario Kart World, is they're just going to buy it with the system.
Weirdly, I have Mario Kart 8 on a disc. I have Super Mario.
Do you check for disc round?
Nah, I need to. I have the Super Mario game digital that came with my Switch.
I should rephrase that. They're not discs, they're cartridges.
Cartridges, yeah. Cartridge.
Well,
so I just blow on them if they don't work. It fixes the whole issue.
I would have said Best Buy, but I looked at, because Best Buy does trade-in programs too, but Best Buy's only giving you $20 for your Nintendo Switch Lite.
Really?
Yeah, I just played with the trade-in on there, and now I picked blue. I don't know if blue is an unpopular color, but that is what I picked, and I picked a good condition with all accessories, and they said $20 trade value.
I don't think there might be other colors, but I think
there was
the color that it was.
That's what you have.
But the fact $20,
20 versus 100. Go to GameStop.
Do I get lube with that, or is it this a
probably not? It's Best Buy. You might also get some made in China earbuds.
Also interesting, Amazon has no pre-order for Nintendo Switch. Apparently, they're not going to.
But the Nintendo Switch, but at Best Buy, they do a midnight release. It looks like of it if you want to get it like at midnight at the store.
I'm getting what is Leakrian saying? I am getting word, Garage Gamer. Unfortunately, the Switch 2 console is not available digitally, so you won't be able to get one physical only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I guess
dude.
I'm out of luck. I'm
Yeah,
shit out
you're
of luck.
there.
Well, there'll be an emulator before too long.
Everything's an
But-
Xbox, but not everything's a Nintendo Switch too.
Uh-uh.
So-
No,
right.
Nintendo owns that.
Leakrian's gonna get one. Where's Leakrian gonna get one? Dathan, where are you gonna try to pre-order yours at?
Target.
Yeah, he might be Target.
So if, and this is a big if, I do decide to get one, it would probably be, I'd probably have a couple browsers open. I would probably try Best Buy first, and then probably Target after that. I've actually had really good luck with Best Buy in their little system thing. I've been able to get controllers, the side plates. So yeah, I've probably if Best Buy and then Target at the same time.
Okay, I'm gonna be at work when it drops. So no, take that back. I'll be at home because it'll be 9 p.m. Pacific. All right, Alikrian says he's gonna try to do GameStop and Best Buy. Okay. Chris, are you with Alikrian, or are you just gonna go with your brother?
I'm not going to camp out at GameStop though. I'm not doing that's not doing that.
To pre-order, people camp out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you remember back in the 90s, or maybe you don't, but back in the 90s when Star Wars Phantom Menace came out, there were people camping out for the movie.
Well, the movie, yeah, sure.
This
guy.
guy.
I went there with Eric. I didn't camp out, but I hopped up in line next to him.
Yeah, who would have gone and camped out for a Star Wars movie? That's ridiculous.
I actually knew two people from school who took the week off to camp out for the movie. And then afterwards, I was like, was it worth it? No. Nobody was like, this was worth it.
Was it worth it, Eric?
3 days in line for Phantom Menace? No.
I think it was worth it for him.
It was fun, but it wasn't.
You had fun.
It is
going back to your whole thing about going somewhere else and all this, you know.
It's so funny to look at the prequel movies versus the new trilogy, and people are like, "Oh, we love the prequels now," but back then, people were like, "No, these are terrible."
Yeah, people love it now.
Compared to what we're getting now, yeah, the prequels are great.
The tent next to us had one of those R2. Yeah, we were in tents. The tent next to us.
The tent next to us is all I need to hear.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He had one of those R2D2 standing coolers like you would see in a 7-Eleven, and it was filled with beer. So we're trying to go to sleep, and these a-holes are just going, hell for leather at like 2 a.m. It was awful. It was fun, but it was awful.
There's actually a documentary that I have called Star Wait, and it's for Star Wars Episode 2, and it's all the people waiting in line for Star Wars Episode 2 for like weeks on end, and they will rank up their hours, like they calculate them together, and whoever has the highest amount of hours gets to buy the first ticket. So it was interesting, but I don't think I'd ever do it.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, I'm probably going to go with Best Buy just because, like I said, I can get $100 for the Switch Lite.
No, not Best Buy. You mean GameStop?
Or GameStop, because as Travis said,
$20.
Best Buy is only doing $20, so it's kind of it's a system that doesn't get used. There's no point to it, so I might as well get rid of it.
All right, well, I guess you can watch Revenge of the Sith next week in theaters. I keep an eye on the Discord, guys, and if you're not a member of the Discord, I will be posting the links as soon as they go live. So if you are at all interested, keep an eye out, and then we'll talk about next week, see if we got one or not, or if it was a colossal failure. Or we could be all very happy. I don't know. So it's going to be very interesting because I've heard rumors that there's a lot of stock here in the United States still, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. So
I certainly think it's going to be one of those cases where you're either going to love the new system with limited games that you have to play on it, or you're absolutely going to hate what you're paying for.
I'm not even talking about the system. I'm talking about the process to get the system right now. Like, how is is that going to be difficult? That's what that's what I'm worried about.
That's a quick, easy fix, Ryan.
Only trade him. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
But
no,
anyway, you guys are talking like a lot of Star Wars. It seems like one of the times we had Galaga Guy 88 on, we were talking about that Star Wars show where the women
Acolyte?
were like, the Acolyte.
Acolyte.
Yeah, that was
No.
Galaga Guy's first episode. I do have this pulled up, and I know Eric's got something to say about this. But
What do they call this now? Because it's not. They can't.
Don't.
Didn't they rename it?
It's not worth rehashing.
This
Okay,
I want
okay,
to talk
never
about
mind.
it. I have the Lego version of Jango Fett, or I don't know what do you call this now?
This is the Slave One. Let's just be honest with it. The name of the ship is Slave One.
It's called.
Stop beating around the bush. Let's be honest.
Fire spray.
I'm not mad about the name. I'm not mad about the name. If you look at the original model that they did, I don't know, what was it, 6-7 years ago? It's this exact Lego set, but just the colors are different. That's all they've done here.
Yeah, they did this.
Oh, it's a repaint?
They did.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I
Let's
can
go
be
to the
that guy in the comments.
Go to the comments straight up.
It's ridiculous.
Man, and they really fooled me on this one.
Yeah,
For
I
a
thought
second,
Transformers fans were a
brand
bunch of assholes, but no.
Well, and all you have to do, since you already have the Slave One booklet for how to build it, all you have to do is order the Lego set that has like all the different colors, and you can rebuild the same thing with these new colors.
Yeah,
at a lower cost. So
you can do that. You can do that with any set. All the instructions are online. So the problem is getting the bricks.
You just have to go to Lego and order them.
But Star Wars Celebration is this week. I know they've announced a couple new things. Oh, I wanted to share. I might get. I saw a toy that I might get.
Is anyone going to see Star Wars Episode 3 in theaters?
Episode 3?
I'm gonna try.
I saw it in theaters when it first came out.
I did too. Why are they putting Episode 3 out in theaters though?
Because it's the 20th anniversary.
20-year.
The problem is when I saw it in theaters, I went with a friend who talked through the entire movie.
Gosh.
It was the only time I ever returned to someone and been like, "Shut the fuck up,
Chris, you're
I'm
frozen."
trying to watch the movie. I'm not frozen. You're frozen.
Hold on. Try to get him back. No, you're frozen.
Ah, damn it.
Come back.
I thought about seeing Episode 3, but then I'm like, I have a 75-inch TV and surround sound, and I already own the movie. I think I'll just stay home.
Dathan,
Sure.
Dathan, do you think this looks cool? Star Wars, you can get a Bantha and a Tusken Raider 2-pack for the vintage collection. I was like, I'm thinking about getting this.
It took me a second to realize what it was. Oh,
Look
okay,
at
that's a better picture.
Yeah.
Does this look cool, Eric? I don't know.
I think it looks cool. I like
it's very unique. I like how unique it is.
The hair in particular
That's not bad.
is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
And it's the vintage collection style, so it's like the same.
Yeah.
I don't like the bigger Star Wars figures. I like
Yeah.
the original size.
The original Kenner size. Yeah.
So have they been putting? I'm still stuck in this. Episode 3 is going to be in theaters. Did they put Episode 2 in the theaters as well? And people went to it?
I don't know if they did. I know they did Episode 1.
And people went to it.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh, here's the box.
they did it in 3D, and I went to the one in 3D.
I thought I was the only person who thought that those first three were okay movies. So I'm surprised that there's enough people out there like me. And I thought it was okay. I wouldn't go see it again in the theater. I'm surprised that there's that big of a draw now for people to go see it. Because I thought that people just hated them, and that was the end of that.
It's already on Disney Plus, though. Like, why do you need to go?
Well, it's something to do, right?
Yeah.
I think you know what I did see at OMSI. They're showing sci-fi movies on that big like IMAX screen. That'd be fun to see, like a movie like that on.
Every summer, I think they've been doing that. It's been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't they do it also at the Regal out in Tualatin as well? I think they have an IMAX out there.
Okay, Meatball's going.
Well, the one at the one at OMSI is like the 180-degree dome.
Yeah.
Well, I saw episode 3 probably 15 times in the theater, so I'm
15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to be a
Hardcore.
huge Star Wars nerd. And then we had a theater, then we had a dollar theater. So our dollar theater, it went to that, and it was only like $1.50 to go watch it. So I just, go in there and watch it. But I really liked episode 3, but I don't think I'd go see it in theaters today. I'm good.
Well,
It's
after
probably the
15
best one,
times,
yeah.
I think you're excused. Yeah, it was the best of those three.
Yeah,
it
for sure.
was.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. The second one was too slow. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was too slow.
I don't think there was enough death sticks in the second one. It's really needed more death sticks.
Everything needs more death sticks.
And sand.
Sand in your tone, in your feet.
Yeah.
All right, but do you guys think I should order this?
Yeah.
I think it's
Isn't
cool.
it cool.
I think it looks
Yeah,
cool.
you've bought.
There's no
you've bought-
reviews.
You've bought like $120, $200 Ghostbusters toys. Buy this.
This is only 70.
Yeah,
Way
that's
better.
why I said just buy it.
You should buy it and then brush it live during the stream. Just sit there and just brush it.
It's your new pet.
They have some other stuff like
Yeah, buy that too.
what is this guy? Is he from the video game?
No, you don't need the rocket launcher trooper.
I've
You
never
get
seen
the
a-
other. Get the other
I
thing.
think he might be from the video game because I don't ever remember a stormtrooper with a rocket launcher.
You know what? Actually, buy
Yeah,
that. It's only
Jedi Survivor.
$17 too. So yeah, you buy that one as well.
Oh,
That's the video game that came out. Was it last year?
Yeah. Click add to
Yeah,
cart and
start-
then go to the next one.
No, I'm not doing that. Right, how do we go back here? There we go.
Think of you bought a $200 Ghostbusters thing. You could have bought all these Star Wars action figures for that.
I'm not really even into the Star Wars as much as I used to be.
What?
But it's
yeah, the
interesting
new
to
one's
see
kind of
come
ruined
out.
it for me.
Did you guys ever this guy Dash Rendar? That's from another video game.
The rocket launcher was during Star Wars: The Clone Wars. That's where they're from.
Not
I don't
according
know
to that
Dash
figure.
Rendar.
He's from. Oh shoot!
Wait, that's a Dash Rendar figure?
Yeah.
That's
What's
cool.
he from?
Rebel,
Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire. Yeah, that's
Okay, good enough. Click add to cart.
That was
next
like
one.
an N64 game.
Yeah, I have it.
No, the one you want is the homeless Jedi Survivor one.
That's
Do
what
they
I was
have this
looking at.
ship?
Jedi Survivor.
Where's
This
that one
ship's
at?
cool.
There's another one.
Oh,
Who is it?
What do they do?
Oh, who's this guy? Oh, that's G.I. Joe. It's like, dang, that guy
What?
looks cool.
Oh, yeah.
Major Blood. Where's the homeless guy? This lady?
It's probably just a repaint of the Rendrar guy.
There's no homeless guy. What are you talking about? Star Wars fans are gonna flip out. Who's this guy? Is like Optimus Prime. Who would want that?
And in the Portland metro area, we call them houseless. So maybe that's why we can't find it. It's been taken off. Same. They're throwing a
housing
repaint
here?
on it since it can no longer be called homeless. It now has to be called houseless, much like the Slave One has to be called Follower One.
Oh, who's this guy?
There he is. That's the drunk houseless guy.
Whoa.
No, wait. Where was the other one?
What the heck? What is with his face there?
The Black Series Night Trooper.
I don't know.
Ahsoka. I didn't watch it.
Add to cart.
That looks kind of cool.
They were.
I don't remember them in Ahsoka.
I remember them in Ahsoka. They were at the very end. But I think they were meant to be like. There was a Star Wars books called Death Troopers, which was
yeah,
which was
I read
all about zombie.
Yeah, but
I like how they put ages 4+. Who are they kidding? It should be ages 40+.
Right.
yeah.
What 5-year-old is like, Dad, buy me that. I can't wait. Get me the drunk party guy ready to go on the X-Wing.
What are you talking
was
about,
that
Travis?
pose they put, like
Obviously, newborn babies are just clambering for these toys. They want to suck on them.
Yeah,
you know, it's the first thing they come out. You know, they're born, and the first thing they say to the doctor is Star Wars. They want to suck on the toy.
Choking hazard.
When does the Star Wars TV show that I need to watch the season 2 come out?
Andor one.
Andor. Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do I have time to watch Andor season 1?
Have you not watched it yet?
No.
If you spend all weekend, you can definitely get through it.
I'm not mad.
Did I do it?
I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, you should watch it. Eric
Should I
says it's the best thing to happen to Star Wars since Empire
Why is it so good?
You'll have to ask Eric.
That's what I'm asking him. Why is it so good?
We've had this conversation. It's Star Wars for adults.
Eric thinks that that it's good because it's got a lot of.
Has Gallagher guy watched it?
I have not watched it.
There you go. I'm not alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I should watch it. Let's see. When it first came out,
I thought we were friends, man. I thought we were friends.
People complained about how
Who
slow
cares?
it was. It's kind of boring, is what I kept hearing about. So I was like, all right, I'll just skip that one. Now everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's amazing.
Refer
Like,
back
it's
to
the best.
it's for adults, which means you need an attention span longer than a TikTok video to enjoy.
That's the whole thing. We all have TikTok attention spans now.
And it wasn't
Get rid of TikTok.
listen, I'm super critical of things like that, and I did not think it was slow, and I did not think it was boring.
The first couple episodes, I admit are slow buildup, but I think that the payoff is totally good.
The first couple episodes have the heist in it, and that's the most action-oriented thing.
Also, spoilers.
That doesn't matter.
All right,
That's not a spoiler. It's the beginning where they're like, "Hey, let's do this heist." It's it's 5 minutes in.
I've watched the first 2 episodes of Andor, and it's a great show. I need to finish it, but it's also the problem with streaming service in general is there's so much out there.
So okay,
And
I think the context, exactly. There's so much out there, and there's so many different types of shows for types of watchers too. Like if you're the kind of person, like you were saying earlier, you like to play blueprints when you're watching something. So if you're going to watch something and do something else,
Andor's not for you.
The show for you to watch while you're doing something else, right?
You need to have your full attention span on it.
Yeah, let's not sell it like it's some like high literature thing. But if you're not watching the screen, you're gonna miss some stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now my question is, VHS porno
well, when I'm watching your VHS porno, I'm definitely doing something else.
All right.
Andor wasn't bad. It just wasn't all that Eric built it up to be. It's not high.
It's the high.
It's just not complicated.
Is it? It's the highest Star Wars.
It's the most sophisticated Star Wars.
It is probably
media.
the most sophisticated.
Is it better than
Star
a
Wars
movie?
That's not high praise, but it is.
Yeah.
Is it better
It's
than
appropriate
Empire?
praise.
Well,
No.
Is it better than Empire Strikes Back?
No.
I mean, The
He's
best
thinking
way you can
about
look at the best way to put it for Ryan is it better than Star Trek?
Yes.
Is there Star Trek out there that is better than Andor?
No.
I can't. It's like that's a real Sophie's choice for me. You know, that stuff.
It's easy. You can either have Picard playing a flute, and this is the best Star Wars ever, or Star Trek
Because
ever, or you have Star Wars, which just trounces over it in every step of the way.
As someone who loves both Star Wars and Star Trek, I'm not a big Star Trek. Like I won't rewatch a lot of Star Trek, but Star Trek 2 I will rewatch.
Come on,
two, The Wrath of Khan.
The Wrath of Khan is such an amazing movie.
Yeah.
I will really watch it. Andor, though, I don't know if I would go back and rewatch Andor as a series.
I did.
Well, but
It's
Eric did, but he was also suffering. You know, you're going.
I did that. That wasn't surgery time. That was
Eric,
you were recovering from kidney surgery. It's a difficult thing to go through.
Eric,
Now,
are
here's
you
the deal,
watching season 2 when it drops on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Like first chance, or
yeah,
wait a little bit.
I'm usually in a dance class till pretty late on Tuesday. When I get home, I'll start it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but here's the deal, though, Chris. With your comparing, and I'm not going to defend Star Trek, but I will defend it in this one thing. You're trying to say, okay, hey, I'll watch Star Trek multiple times, part 2, but Andor. Listen, to rewatch Andor, that's like a 10-hour commitment.
True.
You can throw Star Trek in and finish it off in like at most 2 hours. So it's not quite an apples to apples.
Well, it's
right?
You're talking about a TV show to a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
just
saying.
Compare TV to TV.
But if I compare Star Wars movies to Star Trek, I would say the closest thing that I can get Star Wars to Star Trek is probably Star Trek Episode 4. This Journey Home.
I think Star Trek movies are completely
or
different
3,
than Star Wars.
right? Is
movies.
it 3 the one where they go to the other planet and there's like more action in that one? Because I saw that.
Yeah.
The Search for Spock, I believe.
Yeah, that's the most Star Wars type of the Star Trek stuff I've had to watch.
But I mean, if you look at it, Star Trek or Star Wars is more of a space opera.
Yeah.
Whereas Star Trek is more of they want you to think about what they're trying to.
Yeah, Travis, they want you to go home and watch the thing, and then after dinner discuss with your parents.
Nathan's falling asleep.
I know.
Once we
Well,
talk
I know.
about
You learned
Transformers.
by watching Star Trek.
I know it's a problem.
I mean, you guys are. Everybody's asking the wrong questions of each other. The real question is, Galaga guy. Would you ever put a claw machine in your arcade back there? would you?
Yeah, actually,
talk to us about your claw machine.
you have a perfect spot right back
Yeah.
there.
What
like
kind
a
of setup
black
does he
wall.
have going on? Hold, let me go. What has he got? He's got.
Well,
Pac-Man,
are we
he's got
talking
Burger
about
Time.
Are
And
we
you need
talking a
vending
regular
machine.
claw machine? Or are we talking a Hello Kitty claw machine?
Oh, he's got
Okay,
his Peanuts. He got his Peanuts at Games 4K right there. What's that one with the blinking lights at the top? What
Oh,
is
that's
that?
my Turtles.
That's the
Ninja
Turtles. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And-
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
Where's your
Very
Galaga?
cool.
It is right there.
Here it is. Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
you're also, but you're no good at playing Galaga, right? Like you're bad at the game.
Oh, geez.
No, I'm not bad at the game. I'm just not
He's
like.
good at the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty decent at it.
Which
But,
one was it that we were looking at when you were on, and you said actually I'm not any good at that Galaga?
Oh, that's the little handheld that we want to get him.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
You have to be good at all
uh,
Galaga if you go by Galaga guy.
He is.
If the claw, if it was a better claw machine, like if it was at the arcade one up one, I'd debate on it. If it was a good price, but not the arcade one up one.
No, you have
But-
to do arcade one up one.
Yeah, it has to be arcade one up. That's
Yeah.
That's the commitment has
Well,
been set
I-
At this point.
So here's the question for you, Galaga guy. If somebody were to send you a Hello Kitty arcade one-up machine with the caveat that you have to showcase it in every video you ever put on YouTube, would you accept it?
Every
Yeah,
video?
obviously no.
Every
Yeah.
video, it's completely free. It just comes to you.
it has to be in the background somewhere. Like I have to like.
You have to at some point during every video you have to go to the claw machine and use it.
That's like you guys talking about this every episode we have.
With
Talking
your
about-
back turned to the camera, you're playing the claw machine, then you turn around. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I was busy playing my Hello Kitty claw machine. And then you can start your actual video after that.
Actually,
take your
that-
shoulders off and then put on the card again.
That doesn't sound bad. That's not a bad idea. Like that. I'm
There you go.
That.
There you go. That is a reasonable response to that.
Yes.
Is if somebody sends it to you, you don't pay anything for it, but the only caveat is for you to receive this and accept it for free is you have to show it in every video that you have played it at least once. The fact that you are agreeing to that means that when I win
He
the
is
lottery,
not agreeing to it.
I am sending you 6 of them.
Sponsored by Hello
Do you have to
Kitty
play all
claw
6
machine.
of them?
Thank you,
Just
Meatball.
one of
Honestly,
them.
you didn't need
Just
to do
one
that.
of them.
Thank you.
And you can put whatever you want in there.
Yeah.
You know, you
No,
can go
did
to
you
the-
get- Did
you
you
can
see
go
that
to the
short?
cafe and you can
Did you
get
see that
whatever.
short I had? The guy bought one and he filled it up with beer. Did you guys watch that?
Yeah, I did.
But
see
he
it.
had
That's
no
great.
front to it. You could have just reached in.
Well,
Yeah,
he
that's
was
lazy.
he had some tech. You know, he could have made some things a little more interesting, but
Claw machine.
I don't think the claw machine could actually pick up the beer.
No,
But it was.
I
it was a
actually
worthwhile
want
effort.
Ryan. I want you to go back and buy some of those Star Wars action figures to put in the claw machine.
Yeah.
That's actually that's
It's a
more
good
doable.
idea. Yeah, and they're
Great
only
idea.
$14.99.
I think Coin Jam had like a claw machine where they had like little action figures inside of it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, we don't want
They
to talk
do.
about Coin Jam.
Coin Jam's a
Bastard.
source.
Yeah, you guys are you guys
refusal
don't like
to
them.
add the Stern machines to the network.
Anyway.
Well, Garage Gamer, real quick. If you want to watch Andor, quick, and I say you want to catch up before it starts. If you want
How
to watch
long
it
is it?
quicker,
10 hours?
About 12 hours.
Is it 10
I think
episodes?
I thought it was
How many
12.
Shit, is it 12 episodes?
10.
God, this is
You
gonna
can-
take me forever.
They're like
You
40
can-
minutes. They're not.
You can
full
skip
hour.
the first 3 and just go straight to the 4th.
Just go right to the
No.
4th episode.
Don't do that.
It's a red herring. First 3 is a red herring.
All right.
Or-
so what were you gonna say?
It's 12 episodes.
or
Oh,
And they're
Yeah, it
about,
was 12, right? Yeah.
they're about
Okay.
40 minutes apiece.
And the
Yeah,
reason
okay.
I know that
They're
it
not
was
hour
12
long.
is because at about episode 9, that's where I thought that it could have stopped.
or you can shave off a minute per episode for every donut you eat. You just keep eating donuts.
Yeah.
If you're
I'd
really
get
not
in
like the
trouble to do
episode,
that.
just like keep eating donuts.
He'll be done
I
with
know
it
what
in
I'm
5
doing tomorrow
minutes.
morning. I'm going and buying a bunch of donuts to shave off some time from Andor.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll watch the Andor thing. I thought it wasn't too bad. I did watch the drop actually, because of you, Chris. Thanks. Because
It
you
was-
mentioned that you were thinking of going and seeing it.
We did go and see it, and it wasn't bad.
No, as long as you can completely ignore the whole how bad of an idea that would be to have an app like that on your phone. As long as you get over that and you just say, okay, we're going to forget that, and how not only is it a bad idea, but you would really be asking for it if you installed something like that. Like I don't even think that Apple would allow it on their store, but maybe they would.
Yeah.
I thought that it was I thought that if you can get rid of all of that, then it was a decent Hitchcockian thriller.
Well, and I think the director did more to make it that he took the script and the idea and everything and kind of elevated it with some of the ideas and the fact that he kind of made it work, focus specifically on her.
Yeah.
And so everything else kind of like faded away into the background. And so you're kind of sitting there going as an audience, you're like, oh, wait, is this who we're supposed to be focusing on?
Yeah. It was more entertaining than Andor.
Yeah. But yeah, I honestly, the drop had become my hate trailer of the year.
Oh,
because
I didn't know
it-
anything about it. I just went to go see it.
It's
Based off you saying it.
every movie I'd gone and seen for the last 6 months, there'd been a trailer for it in front of it.
Oh,
And
funny.
I was like, man, I really hate this trailer. But
Yeah.
the first time I saw the trailer, I was like, I'm interested. And then it kept showing the same trailer for 6 months, and I'm like, I hate this trailer. I hate this trailer.
Yeah.
This movie's going to be terrible. I'm going to hate it. And then I went and saw the movie, and I was like, this is actually a pretty decent movie.
Yeah,
And
go in
so
with low expectations, and then you get surprised. Right?
got time for that.
yeah, so it's last year it was Speak No Evil was the hate trailer that I saw in front of everything for 6 months. Then I went and saw the movie, and I was like, this is a fantastic movie. I wish they just stopped with the trailer.
Yeah.
And so I'm waiting to see which the next one is. I don't know if it's going to be Megan 2.0, which is just like
Yeah, that I did see that trailer before that one, and that seemed like it was going to get obnoxious pretty quick. Yeah.
God.
Hey, you guys, you're losing my audience. 8 people just left my YouTube channel watching this.
Well, you didn't agree to get the claw machine.
It was at 18, and
And
now it's down to
immediately
10
people
all
like,
of a sudden.
I can't agree with this guy. I got to go.
I think, yeah, you guys aren't. All right.
I'm sorry, we're not.
I think we need to
about
wrap
games.
it up here. We're going off the rails. Galaga Guy 88, thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
Good
Do you have anything you want to
I love
plug?
coming
Are you working on any videos or anything?
Not at the moment, just trying to get things together. You know, eventually I want to do a tour. I mean, it shouldn't be too much longer. I know people are like, where you been at? And I almost had it done, like I said. And then the water came in, so I had to
Yeah.
redo some stuff. So keep on lookout for that. I do have a Friday show right before this show.
Right? Yeah, everyone
So
go watch that.
It's like the Friday. Remember back in the day they had TGIF. You know, that's kind of what it's like.
Thank
I
God
feel like that's the
it's
same.
Friday.
Yeah, it's like the same thing, but like in our community, kind of where it's like you have all these shows all the way up to 2 a.m. here. So it's like it's pretty cool. So yeah, check me out right before this show, and I'll shoot you over here, and we can just chill.
Cool. Thank you.
Well,
Talk about
if you want some of us on, let us know.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about claw
Absolutely.
machines, but
Yeah, we do.
I did. We were watching. I was watching earlier, and like, yeah, you guys talking about the at game stuff. Like, I am not into that at all anymore. So
Yeah, it's mostly about how like they're like jacking up the
their prices are going up.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's all it was
Sad.
basically about over there. Yeah.
So Travis, you missed out. I know you were eyeing one of originally, maybe. So, but
The at
don't
games,
get
yeah,
it
I
now.
know.
They're all like
No, I'm
double
good
the
without
price.
it. I'm good without it.
Yeah. Have a good
There's a
weekend,
sale.
Meatball Saucy. Happy
Yeah, there's a
420
sale.
Easter.
I think now to the 21st. If you want to get one, it's like the sale is what their old pricing used to be. So
Oh wow, so they really did jack it up.
yeah, it's like $300 or $400 depending on what you're getting.
Wow.
The last time we had Easter on 420 was in 2014, and it's only happened 13 times. So, just saying, that could be fun times for you, Chris, and everyone over at the house there.
I don't celebrate 420 usually because
Are you going to see your parents on Easter?
we are, and I have my
Go up to your dad. I want you to go up to him and tell him happy 420 for me. I want you to see what he says.
I have my aunt and uncle from Washington coming down too.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're gonna
You
get
can-
full house.
You can tell them happy 420 for me too.
Well, they probably will be because they're definitely going to tell us how much kombucha has helped kill cancer and everything else.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully,
Yeah, those kind of people.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun Sunday.
You working on any videos next week, Chris? You going?
I'm going to go see Sinners. Ryan Coogler's newest one is been getting a lot of really good reviews, and I've really enjoyed everything you guys put out since he kind of hit the scene. So I'm gonna go watch it. After this, he's actually announced that he's planning on doing an X-Files reboot, which I think is kind of interesting. Because unlike Star Trek, which I wasn't like a huge fan of, I enjoyed it. X-Files was something I really loved watching in the 90s. And so I'm going to be interested and see what he does with it. Especially if you can keep Chris Carter away from it. That's going to be the big thing. But I will have that up. And then I'm kind of moving to more of a monthly. I'm going to try and put a little more effort into my videos for like my channel when it comes to like reviews of older
a
stuff.
little more effort into it. My God.
Yeah. I'll see what AI can do for me.
No AI. Put some effort into it, and yeah,
and put it out. But yeah, I'm gonna do reviews once a month as far as like big budget or older movies and everything.
Oh, is WrestleMania this weekend too?
It is WrestleMania. The Hall of Fame starts at 10 o'clock, which we are probably way past.
Who's making the Hall of Fame this year? The Rock?
Triple H, Lex Luger, and who else? But DDP was helping Lex Luger actually walk again. And if you
I'm not
haven't,
into wrestling, I don't know.
if you haven't a chance to watch any of his
all dumb
videos that he puts on his channel, since he stopped wrestling, he's been doing a lot to help people who have had back injuries learn to walk again through yoga.
This is how I know, Ryan, that Andor is the right show for you. People who watch Andor also say wrestling is dumb. It's like actually made for those people.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so I do think that you'll watch it and you will be very enlightened.
What was the last wrestling thing I watched? Oh, maybe I did watch the last WrestleMania. I just remember watching it, and
SummerSlam.
It was so bad. I just remember it was, yeah. And I know I've seen a lot of clips about John Cena turning bad or whatever. This is stupid.
Yeah, it's the first time in 20 years he turned heel. And so that's why everybody's like, oh, John Cena's evil.
Dathan's not talking about it.
Did you see how he kicked that guy in the nuts?
It's all
I
fake.
forgot. I've been so busy. I forgot it was this weekend.
Yeah.
What do they charge for WrestleManias now?
$15,000 for tickets.
No. I mean for the pay-per-view.
Oh, the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is included with Peacock. Peacock subscription.
Oh,
so it's free if you have the subscription.
All right.
But to actually go to WrestleMania, and this is where people are like really up in arms, was ticket prices were as low as $15,000.
That's low.
It's low.
Where
As
is it
low
being held
as?
this year?
It's in Vegas this
Florida.
year.
Oh, okay, that's why.
So maybe it's
All
at
right.
the
maybe next year.
Circular Dome or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where it is. Okay, gotcha.
So,
all right, no more wrestling talk. Yeah, all right. Thank you for everyone for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Again, we appreciate Galaga Guy 88 for staying with us till 2 a.m. or whatever it is out there, and
yeah,
I love it.
Cool. And next week, let's talk about if we got any of us got the pre-order done, and we might have an Elder Scrolls 4 drop next week too. So that's the rumor.
Yeah, remaster on 21st is the rumor now.
That's the rumor. So we'll see. I'd be interested in that. All right, and maybe I'll try to watch Andor. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Meatball Saucy, thank you for all the super chats, dude. I really appreciate you. A lot of you guys are just here. Joe Cade, Mike Hawkhurts, Alikrian, Where's your brother been lately? He's not in the chat as much. Maybe he's just watching. J Rod, thank you. I know your brother's gonna get a Switch too, for sure. Is Alikrian real quick? Is Alikrian gonna get a Switch 2 and you get a Switch 2? Or just Alikrian?
I don't know. It's a high possibility. It's like I said, if I can get GameStop to take that Switch Lite for me.
Here's the thing, guys. Like, I could always count on someone in his house to get a new system every launch.
Yeah.
And this has been before, it's like there are systems I didn't buy. They always got at least one every time.
Well, Chris, you get the physical copy of the Switch 2, and then Alikrian can get the digital copy. And then you guys can do the family sharing. It'll be great.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And now we're getting some weird thing on Twitch. Thank you.
Yeah, it's true. The best viewers are on streamview.com. I did want to say that to everybody.
They always seem to show up at the end of the show. Let us know how the best viewers.
Thank you for watching us on Twitch. We do appreciate you guys. Yeah. Again, like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.